facilities and the local economy of Bolotan and its environs. He expressed optimism that the project would improve electricity supply, stimulate small and medium-scale enterprises, create employment opportunities, reduce dependence on fossil fuels, promote environmental sustainability, and improve the overall quality of life of residents, particularly women and vulnerable groups. The State Chief Executive commended the Rural Electrification Agency and its development partners for collaborating with the Rivers State government to bring the project to fruition, stressing that the partnership demonstrates what can be achieved when government and institutions work together to improve the lives of citizens.
Through this initiative, we anticipate improved electricity supply that will stimulate small and medium-scale enterprises, create employment opportunities, reduce dependency on fossil fuels, encourage environmental sustainability, and improve the overall quality of life for residents of this community, and in particular for women.
In his remarks, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Rural Electrification Agency, Abba Aliyu, said the initiative aligns with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda and demonstrates the federal government's commitment to expanding electricity access, stimulating economic growth, and creating jobs.
The federal government is committed to ensuring that no Nigerian community is left behind without electricity access.
Also speaking, the Permanent Secretary, Rivers State Minister of Power, Nicholas Wokoma, said the solar mini-grid project would provide Bolo community with a reliable and efficient electricity supply by complementing the existing 33 kV distribution network, describing the initiative as scalable and capable of being replicated in other unserved and underserved communities across the state. In his welcome address, Chairman of Bolo Local Government Council, Vincent Nemi-Ogbuka, commended the state government for selecting Bolo community for the construction and installation of the solar mini-grid project, describing the initiative as a novel, reliable, and sustainable energy project that will provide clean and affordable electricity to the community in the long term. On his part, Chairman of Bolo's Council of Chiefs, Chief Augustus Oforibo Kaka, expressed gratitude to the federal and state government for siting the project in Bolo Kingdom, noting that upon completion, the project would not only address the lingering problems of power outage and scarcity of potable drinking water, but also drive growth and development for the people and community. Nnamdi Olimini, Rstv News.
It was a moment of celebration and fulfillment for the paramount ruler of Rumoba Kingdom in Obiakpo local government area, His Royal Highness Eze Temple Ejeko, as he performed at a significant traditional rite in Ikwere land known as the Ovago. Nnamdi Olimini reports that the traditional ruler was also conferred with a traditional title by the people of his maternal home, Mbesilaru Kingdom.
The performance of the Ovago traditional rite by Eze Temple Ejeko involved a visitation to his maternal home, Mgbe Sularo, with presentation of a cow and 100 tubers of yam and other requirements as tradition demands. He was accompanied on the journey by chiefs, elders, women, and youths of Rumoba community, as well as family members, friends, political and traditional leaders across Ikwere land and beyond. Explaining the significance of the ceremony to journalist Eze Temple Ejeko said the rite is performed once in a lifetime of an Ikwere man, and it saves the children the burden of performing the rite when their father joins the ancestors, which makes it very cumbersome. He thanked the people of his maternal home, Besularo, for their warm reception and hospitality, and guests who graced the event for their patience and moral support throughout the ceremony.
As it is applicable in our kingdom, I feel very glad and elected because I'm honored that I'm this land.
Paramount ruler of Mbesularu community, His Royal Highness Eze Kenneth Iwezo, commended Eze Temple Ejeko for deeming it necessary to perform the rite, describing him as a man who is determined to promote and sustain the custom and tradition of Ikwere land.
To pay his paternal people, our traditional rights. If he if he's called to glory anytime, his children is not going to suffer because there won't be a penalty if you don't do it during your lifetime.
Son of the celebrant Prince Leslie Ejeku, who also received prayers and support of Mbesularo people as he prepares to contest the 2027 general election, thanked them for the honor done his father, while some traditional rulers and guests congratulated Eze Temple Ejeku.
It shows respect, high respect and regard for that person's mother, because the mother of that person is actually from where the man has gone to carry out that traditional rites.
We are happy with him and we pray that God will continue to keep him fit and he continue to do what he's doing.
As a traditional ruler, there's the completion of the traditional status as he has to do with those who Matala hope are in the Koreland.
It's a fundamental aspect of our culture. He has done it today and he has done it in a very big way. And I thank God. It's a traditional obligation of every male child whose mother comes from a different community in Ikwereland.
Part of activities of the ceremony were visits to the palaces of the paramount ruler of Mbesularo, Eze Kenneth Iwezo, and Ezembam Etokporo Okani Ele Okurusu Kingdom, His Royal Highness King Morgan Amadi, where he was received, while procession from Mbesularo to Rumoba communities added color to the ceremony. Nnamdi Olimini, Rstv News.
Another batch of 40 returnees has arrived at the Lagos airport from South Africa, bringing the total number of returnees in the sixth batch to 1,174. The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission said the returnees came through Air Peace in 4 different flights, and the sixth batch came in a chartered flight with 40 Nigerians. The returnees thanked President Bola Tinubu for approving their immediate evacuation, as well as all the facilitators. They also appreciated the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Bianca Odumege Ojukwu, the Nigerian acting ambassador to South Africa, Temitokbe Alexander Ajayi, and the chairman CEO of NIDCOM, Abike Debre Erewa, whose staff were on hand to receive them and announced some financial support for them. Political parties have given updates on the upload of their presidential and National Assembly candidates to the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC portal following the expiration of the July 11, 2026 deadline for submission, while the National Democratic Congress NDC and the Social Democratic Party SDP said they had made substantial progress. The New Nigeria People's Party NNPP presented differing accounts reflecting the ongoing leadership dispute within the party. The National Publicity Secretary of the NDC, OSA Director, said the party had successfully uploaded names of its candidates with minimal challenges. Speaking on behalf of the faction of the NNPP, they recognized by INEC, the party's national chairman, Dr. Agbo Major, said efforts were ongoing to ensure all cleared candidates were uploaded within the period prescribed by law. The Socioeconomic Rights and Accountability Project has sued the Indian. SERAP further asked the court to order INEC to begin a formal review and investigation into compliance with Section 91 of the Electoral Act by political parties and candidates, especially regarding the sources and scale of campaign financing ahead of the 2027 general elections. Rivers State is the treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take her to greater height. This is a task we must accomplish. You can watch our news live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at RSTVPH. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. Still to come, thousands of Zimbabweans flee South Africa after xenophobic attacks. Prolonged drought, hunger in northeastern region of Karamoja claimed 16 lives. And in sports, World Cup 2026, Mbappe takes lead in Golden Boot standing. Details shortly.
Rstv Television, the treasured station. the creeks of the capital, we tell the stories.
My name is Gospel Anele, reporting for River State Television.
Areas of agriculture, education, infrastructure.
And the people who are concerned are actually calling for government intervention.
Stakeholders believe that state police could also alleviate on the burden.
From River State to the world, we keep you connected. Stories gathered, facts verified, truth delivered.
At Rstv, not only do we offer you authentic coverage, we offer the premium value, and our prices you can trust are fair and affordable.
Here in our Rstv, our audience is our priority, our integrity, our pride. Your story is told with truth and passion. That's River State Television. Stay with us.
The Omega Power Ministries OPM Worldwide presents a one-day deliverance program titled Deliverance from Water Spirit Attacks. Are you experiencing disappointments in your life? Has failure and delay become your constant companion? Are you experiencing unreasonable hindrances to your progress in life? Is your marriage or home unstable? Do you have incessant financial crisis? Are you finding it difficult settling down in marriage? Dr. Jesus has remembered you. In this one-day special deliverance program titled Deliverance from Water Spirit Attacks. Date, Sunday, 12th July 2026. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, OPM Headquarters, Dr. Jesus City, Mbodo Alu, River State, and in all our branches nationwide. Your deliverance is sure. OPM, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
You're still watching the World News coming to you live from the studios of Rstv Television here in Port Harcourt. Moving on now, no fewer than 27 persons have been killed in separate attacks on communities in Benue and Plateau states following fresh assaults by suspected armed groups that have left residents mourning and demanding urgent government intervention. According to the report, at least 18 persons were killed in separate attacks on communities in Otukpo local government area, while 9 members of the same family, including a 2-month-old baby, were killed in an attack on Kum and Weren Camp communities in Riom local government area of Plateau State. Similarly, in Benue South, suspected armed herdsmen reportedly launched attacks on Akpachi village in Ugboji community and Otukpo Nobi community over the weekend. The renewed violence came about 2 weeks after the killing of the Benue State to honor rain since April, the beginning of the planting season. Experts warn the region's recurrent shortages are caused by climate change, poor rainfall, deforestation, overgrazing, and crop pests. Prime Minister Robina Nabanja says thousands of the families have been left without food as the dry spell has destroyed crops, and her office is to seek cabinet approval on Monday to buy more supplies for affected areas. The government says it has started distributing emergency food aid. Zimbabweans fleeing xenophobic violence and threats in South Africa arrived at a reception center in the border town of Beitbridge, Zimbabwe. Some returnees described being assaulted, robbed, and forced from their homes and jobs, while aid workers provided medical care and transport to their final destinations. Zimbabwe's government said it had helped nearly 21,300 of its citizens to return from South Africa in just over 5 weeks as pressure mounted on undocumented migrants to leave. Information Minister Sodazemo said at a post-cabinet briefing that more than 56,800 others had made their way back across porous borders. And in sports, FIFA has confirmed that France captain Kylian Mbappe currently holds the advantage over Argentina skipper Lionel Messi in the race for the Golden Boot at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The World Football Governing Body clarified the standings on Sunday as the tournament heads into the semi-final stage with both stars locked on 8 goals. Despite being level on goals, Mbappe occupies the top spot because he has registered 3 assists during the competition compared to Messi's 1. Norway forward Erling Haaland, whose team has already exited the tournament, remains in contention with 7 goals. England teammates Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane are next on the scoring charts, with both players recording 6 goals and 1 assist each. Still in sports, the Senegalese Football Federation has announced that its coach, Pape Thiaw, has been sacked in the wake of his side's last 32 elimination at the World Cup. It said that the FSP president, Abdoulaye Fall, will hold a press conference on Monday to explain the reasons behind this decision and to discuss the future. Thiaw, 45 and a former Senegal international, took over as national team boss in 2024. Senegal were then knocked out by Belgium in the round of 32, losing 3-2 after extra time, despite having led 2-0 until the 86th minute. Under Thiaw, Senegal won the Africa Cup of Nations final in January before being stripped of their title as a punishment for walking off the pitch during the chaotic final against Morocco. Rivers State is a treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. You can all watch our news live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at RSTVPH. You can also subscribe and click on the